Hello, hello, hello. It says I'm live, so let's hope that I am. Hello, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Sherri-Lee, the founder of the Facebook Business Builders Club, and I am coming live to you today because I wanted to talk to you about a very special event that I put in. So I've got guests coming in. So hang on a second here. Hey, there's Jessica Brace. Patricia Barnett is here. Lene is here. Yay, we are live already, you guys. I wanted to get started. So I was just letting everybody know that we are going live because I wanted to talk to you about this very special event that I'm hosting called the Rise Up Business and Life gift giveaway that we have been promoting. This came about as a bonus for the members of my Facebook Business Builders Club initially. And then I invited a few pretty awesome, badass people that I know that aren't in the Business Builders Club to join us, like Miss Jessica Brace, who's there with her gorgeous purple hair. Hi. So then we thought, we told everybody about this great event and everybody put together their gifts, and we have a lovely opt-in page for you where you can go and claim any one of your gifts. But I wanted to take a moment and have everybody chat about their gifts. So that's what this whole call is. Oh, Rose, I love your glasses. How many pairs of glasses do you have, lady? You have so many fun ones. It's awesome. All right, so this event is going to be happening twice a year, and I'm just going to put together an amazing collection of gifts to help you in your business or your life, wherever you're at, wherever you want to change where you're at. If you want to learn something about business building, about video production, or how to show up better on camera or at live events as they come about, if you want to get in touch with an inner source that will help you make decisions, or if you just want to stop talking rudely to yourself in your head, there's going to be something here that's going to help you rise up in your business or in your life. That's really what this is about. So not that I'm going to put anybody on the spot here, but Jessica, you were first to come. So do you want to unmute yourself and introduce yourself and let people know who you are and what you do, and then talk a little bit about what your gift is?
Sure. I'm Jessica Brace, and I am the owner of Purple Mermaid Media, and purple, of course. Purple. And what we do is we help healers, coaches, and speakers create video with ease, even if they've never made a video before and can't even find the record button. So what we do is just kind of make videos simple for you. And my gift is actually all about that. I've traveled all over the world and worked with thousands of entrepreneurs globally. And what I found is that when people tell me that they're not doing video in their business, or they have a fear of video, or they're not comfortable in video, that it all boils down to three things. And my gift actually covers all of those three things. The first one is the technology. They're not sure about equipment and tech. And the second is they're not sure what content to create and what to say in their videos that's going to attract more clients. So I've actually given you a list. There's actually over 3,000 content ideas that will be delivered to you guys. I know I gave you 100, but my designer team just finished my book with over 3,000 content ideas. So I'm going to put it in the giveaway.
Wow.
That's coming up. I have to load it this afternoon. I just got it. And then the third thing, so we have tech, and then we have content, and then we have sales. So a lot of times people will tell me, well, I've made over 90 videos and I haven't gotten very many clients from it. It's not worth my time. And so I'm going to talk to you about the three biggest sales mistakes that people make with video and how you can fix it in 5 minutes or less.
Yeah, you bring the goods. You and I have known each other for a long time. You are the queen of video for sure. I can't wait to be able to whisk off to Orlando and spend some time with you shooting videos, man.
Yeah, I am actually at a resort now doing video work. And so I took a pause.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, thank you so much.
Think about here and chat with you guys. Yes, thank you, Sherri, for organizing this.
Yeah, you're amazing. So much fun, and I love the purple hair, and you're just looking like you're thriving these days. It's so exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. So Jessica's gift, if you guys haven't claimed, let me put the link here in the comments where you can claim your gifts. So you're going to go and you're going to register, and then oh, and I see a bunch of people are watching us. So if you are here
Yay.
watching, say hi and let us know what gifts you've claimed or what gifts you're going to claim or which ones you're so excited for. I'm going to put the words in here, and now I cannot speak because I am typing. So Jessica, do you want to tell us more?
Sure. Let's see what else. I don't know. What's something good? So with video.
I put you on the
YouTube.
spot.
So, yeah, no, actually, let's talk about YouTube and video, because that's my biggest thing. Because most people are like, oh, I do Facebook Lives, which are amazing. But what do you do after you do a Facebook Live? A lot of people don't realize that you can repurpose that content in many different ways. And I highly suggest you do. So the biggest thing is, let's talk about Google and the Google pyramid, because we want to be found in the search engines, because that's excellent traffic, not only on Facebook, but search engines as well. So we have YouTube, which everybody loves, and not everyone knows that YouTube is owned by Google, and it works the same way as keywords. But the other thing that people don't realize is that there's Google My Business. And if you play with all three Googles, so we have Google My Business and we have YouTube, but then we also have your blog. If you repurpose your content across three of those, you can massively increase your traffic from Google, because Google's looking for people who want to play their game and play with all their toys. And if you do that consistently, you'll end up with greater results. So keep doing the lives, download my free gift, and we'll help you with all of that. So do the lives, repurpose it to YouTube, Google My Business, and your blog, and you're golden.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. That's one of the things I love to do, is do one Facebook Live, and then how many places can we use this and have it save me time and reach more people. So thank you so much for being here, Jessica. I'm so grateful that you participated, and I'm going to run off and collect your gift myself. As a matter of fact, look at everybody else is like, yeah, me too, me too, me too. We all want more help with video for sure. So
absolutely.
All right. So if you're going to do video, I just decided I'm going to decide who's going next, because if you're doing video, you want to make sure that you look like a rock star on video. And so I want my friend Rose Jubb to tell us next about her thing, what she does and who she is, because she is rocking those amazing green glasses today, but she will make sure you look like the rock star you are on the videos that you're going to make from Jessica's gift. And she's got a free gift for you as well. So go ahead, Rose.
I do. Thank you so much for having me on and having us all get together. This is so fun to go live together. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not as bedazzled as I usually am, but the sweater has a little bit of sparkle in it. So I guess I'm making up for it. With
you're doing fine. You're looking awesome.
Well, everybody, my name's Rose Jubb. I'm a virtual wardrobe stylist and an online image strategist. I help coaches and consultants, people chasing their career, doing lots of good work there, making movements, authors, speakers. I help women in those positions really align their style with where they want to go, not where they are now, not where they used to be, where they're going. And also really, truly kind of be themselves, be comfortable, be confident, so that other people's opinions don't matter as much about what you're wearing or how you're showing up online. You really love it, and those ideal soulmate clients really love it. They're the ones that dig it, and they're the ones we're really caring about, other than your opinion is number one. Their opinion is number two, because they're paying your bills. And also, they're going to refer you to more people. They're going to talk about you more. And I really walk through about 4 things with clients usually. Getting super clear about who they are and their clarity about their identity on the inside, so they can kind of show it on the outside, really embody it and feel great. How that applies to their actual working closet, their wardrobe, how to make that easier. How to fill in the gaps that happen when you clean all the stuff that doesn't work out anymore, how we need to show up as ambassadors for our own brands, how certain pieces are going to help you do that more than others, and then style tricks and tips that are specific for lots of different things, like your undertones and hair colors and all that jazz. But the thing I'll share with you today is that number one thing, getting that brand style clarity, getting super clear about who you are and how it comes across, to make sure you're being the most you can possibly muster to wave that flag and attract in those clients that dig it. So my free gift is called Map Your Style. And often in talks, I talk about these style islands, that we all have our own island that's made up of all these different little personality traits. And it's very easy for us when we're nervous to jump to another person's island. Oprah's island, J-Lo's island, Beyonce's island, my favorite Gwen Stefani's island. Because they look so confident, they look so good, they are loved by their communities. We want to be them, so why not dress like them? We'll feel confident too. But what happens is the confidence does not come with a receipt, and you don't feel great, you don't feel like you, it feels kind of off. And that off feeling comes across subconsciously to clients. They can feel the something's not quite connecting. So my Map Your Style tool really helps you find your style island, shows you all the different traits that you could possibly have, and then even kind of gives you examples. So pictorial examples of all the different traits, and then even links to some Pinterest boards where I have collected examples for you so you can start building a brand style vision board for yourself to keep that inspiration and kind of dig in a little bit more to learn more about your style and find some inspiration for yourself. So that is my little gift for everybody. So you can take the quiz, find your island, pick out the ones that seem the most you, and then maybe there's some little like dashes of this or that that you feel are important to show, and give you lots of examples on how to show it.
I love your style guide. I've claimed it. You may or may not be able to tell. I'm not wearing a jacket. Rose likes me to wear jackets, and I don't like wearing jackets. So I'm a bad student for Rose, but I learned so much about what I liked. And that's the number one thing I like about what you say is you talk about like your style and help you identify how you want to look, but you always say, if you're comfortable in it, wear it. And if you aren't comfortable in it, don't wear it. And I love that because so many times people tell you you have to wear something and then you're like, ooh, feel terrible the whole time you're wearing it.
Yeah. There's comfort at all levels of formality available. You just have to like feel into what you love and try it on basically. But sometimes it takes a pro to say, hey, you have permission. You have permission to be yourself. Here you go. And here's your little slip.
Yeah. I love it. Your style guide is amazing. So you guys, the link is there if you want to up how you're presenting yourself, not just in business, but if you want to change how you look going to the grocery store, maybe you're looking to meet somebody, you never know, right? Maybe you just want to change how you look going to church. Who knows? Just play with it and see what you might like. So thank you so much, Rose, for joining us today and for your amazing gift. And I think one of the things that I think is really important in helping you choose your style or up level your style or, change up what you're wearing and feeling comfortable so you can show up on video. One of the things is that I think is really important is, well, there's two, but one, I think you have to get in touch with that inner you, that person inside of you, maybe the inner child, maybe the little you, maybe the one who got funny messages when you were little and you're still hearing them without even being aware that you're hearing those voices and it's impacting the choices that you're making. So I want to introduce Sandra Pelly to you now, whose gift is perfectly in tune for this because she talks about how helping you connect with your little you that lives inside of you. So Sandra, please say hi and introduce yourself and let us know everything about you and what you do and your gift. Well,
oh my goodness. Well, if I told you everything about myself, it'd be a lengthy tale. Although, hi, everybody. I'm Sandra Pelly Sandini, and I am an inner peace mentor as well as the visionary of the Guide Academy. And my gift for you is 5 steps to getting out of your own way and getting everything you want by healing your little you. And what's so powerful about that is starting to understand how much that child that you were between the ages of actually conception to 5 to 7 years of age is still affecting you as an adult. And when you start to figure this out and bring that joy back that you had as a child, bring that passion back into your life that you had as a child, that's when the magic really starts to unfold. So I'm listening to what these other people are saying, and it's like such an intricate part of all of this, because for myself, I love mountain biking, but I loved riding my bicycle as a child, and I didn't realize how important it was to me until I started to do this little U work and really stepped into bringing that passion back into my life. My confidence has grown. My abilities to step into what I'm doing has changed in such a powerful way. And I'm really looking forward to clicking on these other links as well to tag into them. So what's going to happen with my free giveaway is you're going to learn the very simple, basic steps on how to connect with that little you. And it's so simple. Like it's unbelievable how simple it is, because our adult mind feels like we need to make things so very, very difficult. But we actually step back into that childhood thing when all we want to know is what 1 + 1 is. We don't need to know what the division table is and all of these other things. We just want simple, small steps. And that's what the guidance that comes through with our little you is so magical. It really kind of, it teaches us how to speak more proficiently is one of the things that it speaks to as well. And it's in some of the verbiage and the mantras. I have 2 really powerful mantras that are in that guide as well that are life changing. And the feedback that I've gotten from people who have stepped into this I am open mantra has just been phenomenal. And I really invite you to take a step into learning what your little you wants, because when you learn what your little you wants and you've developed that understanding of what stopped your little you can really step into the power of who you can be. And then all of these other pieces come into play that Rose and Wired to Rise are offering as well as these other ladies. Thank you.
And I have your gift, of course, because Sandra is a member of the Business Builders Club. And one of the things we do in the Business Builders Club is you create a beautiful lead magnet just for you to put out in the world and to attract more people to you so that you can connect with them, build relationships with them, and of course, invite people into your programs and services more efficiently too, and start building that relationship. So I have that gift as well. And I love the mantras. They are so powerful. You give so much in that gift. I'm just so grateful that you're part of the Business Builders Club and of the giveaway as well. Thank you. And of course, in order to really honor our little you, our inner child, and to really make sure that we're moving forward as much as we can, we definitely need to make sure that we're using the right words in how we talk to others and how we talk to ourselves. We want to make sure that we're cutting out some of those words that we use without being aware of, that are chipping away at our confidence, chipping away at, this stepping into our authentic self that we want. So I would like to introduce Lene Ann, who has got an amazing gift for you around discontinuing those words that do not help. She talks all about the power of words in this. So hello, Lene, how are you? And you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. There you
we
are.
go. Now I'm here.
Yay.
Hey, Sandra, I know this is random, but I have a tattoo and it says love. And it has 3 lines. And one of them is my little me, my adolescent, and my adult. Because, that's part of our transformational work, is we function from all three of those places, and basically who's in control at each moment. So anyway, I just want to let you know how important our little person is to ourselves. So
yeah.
My name is Lene Ann, and my company is Growth Junkie Coaching. And I have been in transformational and energy work for about 30 years now, and working with women in business and life. And my gift is, because as an energetic mastery coach, the words that we use have an energy on them, and much more than we are aware of until we become conscious of those. And so in my guide, I really I focus on 5 main ones. And one of the things I am offering with my free gift is next week, for anybody who chooses that, I am going to do a free hour workshop, because it's not only knowing the words, it's also, I clear energetic blocks. Your points of view create your reality. And so we'll go in and we'll actually look at the way that we're processing and using words and what it's creating. And most of the time, some of the words that we're using are actually completely, I can look at it and see it, are destroying what it is that we're trying to actualize. And it may seem little, but it's big in the big picture of creation. So so that's something's available. And I'll give you an example. My favorite one, we use them all the time. So once we become aware and conscious of them, we can use them from a different function. But one of them is a big one is if a client comes to me or myself where we're like, why is this not working? Why can't I get past this hump? Why, why? But why is an energy. It has a word that when you say why, I had surgery on my finger, so this is my why finger. What it does is whenever we say why, the only thing it can go to and the only thing it creates is from a place of a reference point in the past. So anytime we say why, it's a circle that always goes back to no possibility, no space for what else is possible. So that's kind of one of the basic words. If you see yourself in your business, in your life, and we do get stuck in that judgment, because judgment is our number one block, is our own personal judgment. It's like, why, and eliminating that to simply a question that creates so much more is like, what else is possible? Again, I know that sounds so simple, but that energy is open. And so if you get stuck in that why, don't loop back to our old reference point, but go, what else is possible? And then be in that question, because question creates and answer always disempowers. So that's my gift. And I'm super excited to whoever chooses that to work with you for free next week to actually go in and break down some of the energy that's stuck around those words. So
I love that. Thank you.
Thank
And there's
you.
like a bonus to your free gift if you claim Lene's free gift.
Because you got, there's work that's done. There's work that's required from that to actually create so much more. And then we can go from there and you can have fun with it. So thank you.
I loved what you shared about the word why, because I remember, I don't know where I heard this, but years ago, somebody saying never ask why, because that puts people in a defensive position, feeling like I have to find the answer for that. I'm accountable for the answer. I'm responsible for the answer.
Judgment.
Yeah, right. So it's all in judgment, right? But instead of asking why are you doing that? I would say things like, well, for what purpose are you doing that? And my kids have come from a different place then, because I don't do a whole lot of like, why, but I didn't know what you just finished telling us, which is really cool about what it does. I can see that for sure.
Yeah. With our kids, for sure. Why did you do that?
Right?
And they have no answer because they don't know why.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
So, yeah.
But it's so fun to say to kids, well, what else is possible here? Because their little brains are going to start coming up with a million things that are possible that we had probably never even thought of before. And Sandra's work, like your two lead magnets go together beautifully, because now Sandra, you could get in touch with that little you. And when you ask what else is possible, you don't have to have a little kid to give you the answer. You've got your own little kid to give you the answer.
Super
cool. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Lene. She's also an amazing member of the Business Builders Club, and this lead magnet is her gift to you, this amazing gift, giving you the power. There's 5 words, I believe, in there, right, that you talk about that you probably use and don't realize what they're really doing to you when you use them. So that awareness is good. Now, last but not least, and not last because we do have somebody else hopping on. She was in a call, so Suzanne Castle is going to be joining us in a few minutes. But not last and not least, after we've spiffed up our style and gotten connected with our inner you and cut out those words that we aren't supposed to use, and we're doing videos, what's going to increase in our lives and in our businesses? Our happiness around everything. And boy, this is something people don't really spend enough time thinking about. They think that this is my lot in life and I'm just going to accept it, or it is what it is, and move on. But Patricia Barnett is here to help you claim more happiness in your life. So hello, Patricia, please tell everybody about you and about your gift and what you've got cooking.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And first of all, I am so thrilled to be a part of this, because in this gift giveaway, that anyone can go in and choose as many gifts as they'd love. This is the first gift giveaway I've ever been a part of. And the idea that I've just heard these amazing women that I knew were amazing, and now I just can't even wait to go in and pick up every one of these gifts, because the beauty of this is the synergy of rising up, right? So in all of these different facets, all of us get to rise. And my name is Patricia Barnett. I am a coach, a performance coach, a speaker, best-selling author, and I am the creator of a program called Elevate. And there was a phrase and a saying a long time ago by a man by the name of Jim Rohn. And Jim Rohn in self-development would speak about, for things to change, we must change. And what I know is that for any of us to elevate in any area of our life, it takes elevation, literally. And so this is what we're speaking about. How can we elevate ourselves, elevate our look, elevate that little me, so that I can grow into be all that I'm here to be? And so in this elevation process, and I love it so much, Rose, because you spoke about not just dressing up to try to be the part. It's about tapping into really knowing what's going on inside. And so when I think about this idea of elevating, well, when we elevate, the things we really want to elevate into, happiness is such a key, because it's frequency, right? Everything we want of every client I've worked with in the last 30 years, I've never had one person ever tell me that they would like more depression and more stress and more frustration. And so how do we get there? Many times clients say, when I'm here, then I'll be happy. When I've elevated, then I'll be okay. But it doesn't work that way. It is about creating that shift within to create the shift outside of us, right? So the gift that I provide and the gift that I'm bringing today is a guide to happiness. It is 7 of my top tips that I use, that I work with my clients, that I feel are instrumental in changing the vibe and changing the inner frequency, the inner feeling, the inner side of us. Small little tips, because it's not like going to the gym that this has to be hard. There's small little tips that you can begin starting today, that in the life that you're living right now, take these little tips, start using them a little here and a little here and a little here. And very much like Lene was saying, we change a few little things and it can change everything. So the 7 tips are things that you can begin doing today, starting right here, right now, to develop happiness. And here's the thing, is that many people don't understand, and they're not aware, that happiness is actually a muscle. It is a muscle that we can build, and happiness is not outside of us. So the idea that we'll be happy when everything's the way we want it, no, we can begin being happy starting today, no matter what a person's going through. And this is how I found my way to happiness, is I've had times in my life that didn't look very happy at all. And it was about finding the happiness even in the midst of that. And that is what helped take me from where I was to where I am today. So these are tips that I use daily. They're tips that I work with my clients, and they're tips that people can begin using today, no matter what's happening in the world and no matter what's happening in their world, to start to elevate what is happening within. And once we do that, wow, it's like the fast track to where it is we'd love to be.
I love that. Thank you, Patricia. And of course, Patricia is an amazing member of the Business Builders Club too. And so I have this amazing gift that you're giving away. I love it. And it's so important, like thinking about happiness. I think we sometimes don't think about our happiness. And hello, Suzanne Castle. Thank you for being here. And so it's amazing that you have got 7 tips. And I love what you said about it, just take a tidbit, take a tip, take one thing and implement one thing and start seeing some results. It's not like you can go and claim all 10 of the gifts that are here in the giveaway. And I'm going to have Suzanne tell us about hers, but before she does, I'm going to let you know what other gifts that you can claim there. Have some amazing women who weren't able to join us today, but you can claim all 10 of them and then store them in your hard drive and start with one and pick one tip from one of them and do something different. It's that movement and that energy that will start generating something new for you, whether it's in your personal life or in your business life. It requires you taking that first step. It doesn't have to be a giant, huge leap. It can just be a little step to have huge change, right?
Exactly. And Sherri-Lee, it is those little steps, just taking one little step a day, that if we build upon that, because the misconception is people say, well, this one little tip, it didn't change my life. Not in this day, but add them up over 1 week. But I promise you that one little step will change something today, even if it's just for a little bit. And then we keep going. And then pretty soon we wake up and it's like, voila, we're here. It is an amazing way to get going, start your day, and begin to see your life shift for sure, especially in a time where there's a whole lot of darkness, that we could begin to be happier no matter what's happening. And one last thing, Sherri-Lee, is that there are so many benefits to being happy. You know, it improves our health, it increases our productivity, it reduces stress, it creates more fun and joy. So there's so many benefits. Google happiness, and once you do, you will know why you would want to take advantage of this free gift starting today.
Awesome. Yes, you're right. Thank you so much, Patricia. Love it. And, you know, perfect segue then, because we've talked about all these gifts and you're going to download all these gifts. And I don't want you to feel like things are out of control too much or like you're creating chaos in your life. So Suzanne Castle is here to help you with her Kick the Chaos kit. Yes. So tell us about that. Introduce yourself, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. Tell us who you are, what you do, and a little bit about your gift.
Well, one, oh my gosh, perfect segue, Patricia. We should connect, because that's what I talk about, is the sparkle factor, that thing, that nugget inside of you that is this joy just waiting to be unleashed in the world, and how everything that we're doing just tampons that down, right? And so I'm Suzanne. I used to be a professional actress and ballerina, and the world has thrown me off the stage, literally, in all sorts of different ways. And I had to figure out how I'm going to show up next, and what am I going to do next, and in what space am I going to show up in today? I'm showing up in your feed. So yay me. I'm excited to be here. And my website, SuzanneCastle.com, the kit that Sherri-Lee was just talking about is literally what I have done. So it's not, it is a huge giant kit. It's that, but it's literally practice that I had to do to get out of trauma space to be able to kind of claim the life that I'm living now. So where I found myself on the bathroom floor in the middle of a divorce, unsure if I could pick my head up from a super abusive husband and custody battle and all the things, and lost my job in the middle of it. And to figuring out, oh my gosh, like there is joy every day for the taking. You've got to start noticing it. And so inside the kit, I'm walking you through a process that starts internally with your self-care. Like, how are you showing up for your own self? So just a quick little quiz that shouldn't make you feel bad, but it should start to uncover a pattern for you. And that's what it's all about, right? Noticing patterns. Because once we notice and we have data, then we can take all of that and synthesize it and go, ooh, here's my way forward. And we're all about making the way forward. And so the rest of the kit then will walk you through some exercises on how to customize a way for you to show up differently, including helping you think through values and priorities so that you don't create chaos with your schedule. Because that's when we start to defeat ourselves and our goals. And the way that we show up is we allow our schedule to do that for us. And then we are just stuck. And I really believe that stuck is never, ever the furthest that you can go. I'm going to zip it. Ask me some questions.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you're talking about chaos in a different way, right? Like you're not this isn't about helping people clean up the clutter in their house.
Right.
internal clutter, which I
Yep.
think we live in without really knowing that we're in it in a lot of times. You know, it's just, and I think that's kind of the gift of what last year was for a lot of people, was we were forced to slow down. We were forced to take stock. I noticed I've been purging a lot of things out of my home. And so I'm driving to our local Value Village to donate things. And in the past, you just drive right up, plunk it out, and away you go. There's a lineup of 6 to 10 cars of other people who've done the same thing, purging things and donating them, which is awesome. This is what they're doing during all of this free time. But there's time, we have time to do other things. That's what this year was about, right? Was getting clear on what's important. Then all of your gifts can help with that for sure. So thank you for being here, Suzanne.
Sorry I was late.
Yeah.
I had a client and I
No,
just
it's all
couldn't
right.
make all that work. But yay, I'm so glad to see all these other amazing gift givers in the same space. Shirley, did anybody say thank you for putting
Everybody.
this together? So exciting, right? If you're watching this and you haven't signed up, what are you waiting for? Like, that's the first step, right? Take action right now, this second.
That's right. The link is there for you. Everybody can go and get registered, and then you get directly onto the page. Now, you've heard from some of our gift givers. You also could choose my gift, which is my 30-day content plan, which will guide you through posting on your Facebook business page so that you would get more engagement and connect with more of your prospects and take less time so that you could have more time for going through the other ladies' gifts. What other gifts do we have of somebody who's not here? Robin Smith, who is a social media coach, has a 6-day Instagram boot camp for you. So the 6 proven organic tactics to skyrocket your Instagram, build a massive, genuine following, position yourself as the industry go-to person, and bring in more leads and sales. So if you've been wanting to crush it on Instagram, this gift is for you. You definitely want to go and claim that. We've also got Donna Falks, who is a Facebook marketing coach for fiber artists. So if you work with alpaca wool and sheep wool, and my knowledge of fiber animals is very limited, so you know who you are. If you make things, sweaters and crocheting, she helps you get more engagement on your Facebook business page so that you can sell more of your amazing products that you make. You want to claim that. Donna Guichon is a manifestation and love coach, and she is here with a gift, Live the Life You Desire, starting today so that you can get clear on your vision of what your life's going to look like for 2021 and beyond, and 5 simple steps that you can start doing today to create the life of your dreams. Who else is not here that we, and Sandra Wilson, who's a clinical hypnotherapist who has 5 powerful affirmations for you to help you change your inner voice to one that is more supportive, loving, and encouraging, specifically for the midlife woman. She works with them. So it's an amazing collection of gifts that we have here. The doors are open until Wednesday, the 26th, and you can pop on in there and claim any of these gifts, and then you'll get connected to these amazing women, and they will, like Lene has already told you, she's got an amazing workshop webinar that she's holding next week that you're going to be able to be invited to. I know Rose has got some other things that she will let you know about once you've claimed her gift. So these are all important steps so that you can continue to stay connected with these ladies. And Patricia had a run. That's just fine. So ladies, before we part, any questions that you want to ask of each other? And if not, that's okay. But you guys all sat here and listened to everybody else talk about their thing. Did anything go, oh, I want to know that?
I actually really want to say, first of all, I'm in awe of how cohesive this entire group is. Like, if you're looking at a package together, these 11 gifts will catapult you forward in your life. It just blows me away what this sounds like. Absolutely sounds like. I was just scrolling through, looking at our pictures and looking at what we're offering, and I'm in awe. Rose, I have one for you. Like myself, I grew up with my mom, obviously, and in recent years, she said to me, "Oh, you should cut your hair so that you are acting your age and looking your age now." And I just love listening to you because it brings up so much emotion in me. My little you wants to play. And I'm really looking forward to listening to going in and checking out what you say. And how do we step away from that limiting beliefs that we have our parents driving home on us?
What a great question. Thank you for asking that. I'm super passionate about psychology and social stuff, all that stuff. I have degrees and a background in that. So I pull that in and I try to help, I sneak in through the closet and then help you develop a little bit too. In a personal way.
That sounds really creepy. I sneak in through the closet while you're sleeping at night.
I live in your head and creep into your closet. It's all positive though. So I would say, I like to imagine our confidence and our self-worth and everything that we believe about ourselves is so positive when we're young, when we're just freshies, fresh out. We're amazed by the hands at the ends of these arm things. Like we're amazed by them, right? We love to feel the chunky little baby thighs, and we're feeling everything, right? We're amazed by it. Our confident, we don't know anything other than being in complete wonder about our bodies, right? And about seeing ourselves in the mirror too. It's complete wonder. Oh my gosh, that's me. I get to dress this shell I'm in. So cool. But as we grow up, you can almost see in pictures, if you look back at yourself, you can see sometimes a little bit of that original spark, whether it's intense curiosity or this joy or creativity. Sometimes that just gets dimmed. All those little personality traits get a little bit dimmed because people start giving you gifts of things like rules. And I think our confidence is underneath there. So long story short, to answer your question, I think underneath, confidence is built when you start giving back. Keep the love that it was given with. Like mom gives you that advice out of love. She wants you to fit in. She wants you to, have peers that are not challenged by you being a little bit different, maybe. Whenever it is for her, it was probably said out of love. It almost always is. You can keep the love, but give back the gift of that little rule. Total permission is given to you to keep the love, give back the gift or the book or however you want to like picture it in your mind. But I would say set aside some space to feel into all those little gifts you could be given, write them down in one spot and practice, releasing them. You're amazing at this. I already know it by listening to your, learning about your gift. You can totally do this, but sometimes reframing it as something you already have, but just giving away those things helps.
That was huge. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're very welcome.
And I had noted over to Sherri, if I could just interject a little bit from an energetic place, it's a great question, Sandra. That technically about our thoughts, our points of view create our reality. The points of view we have create our reality. So about 98% of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions don't even belong to us. They have been digested, worn, created, and all that. So about 90% of our points of view come from our mothers, because that's just how it is. So with your hair, it's just like how people who love us and care for us and all that, how strong the energy of their points of view resonate with us, and we carry them until we ask the question or destroy that point of view of, it's everything. It's like everything we're doing, we function from usually other people's point of views, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and their judgments. So rock that hair if that's what you want, and just know destroying and create mom's point of view of whatever that is, even though she loves you and all of that. But that's exactly what Rose was talking about is, the energy of you. So show up as the gift that you truly be versus other people's points of view that we're wearing, and we don't know that. So cool.
I love that. That's awesome. Thank you for asking that question, Sandra. Rose, what do you want to say?
Question
Go for it.
For Suzanne, because about the chaos that's in our heads. When you're working with people through this gift or in this exercise, do you also find that people that have super chaotic heads and schedules often have also very chaotic surroundings.
Yes. You want more?
Is there?
Yeah, I think the problem is and I think this is mostly a women issue, that and that's why I'm such an advocate for not letting like your sparkle get dimmed by how the world has told you to show up and be all the things, right? Be all the things all the time, be all the nurturer, and take care of your business and take care of yourself. And it's an absolutely impossible dream. And so instead it's okay, how do I customize, right? How do I customize my path? And it doesn't have to look like Rose's, and it doesn't have to look like Sandra's. It's just, what is my path?
Yeah.
What can I handle? And I got to be honest with you, I don't find anybody who really has figured this out, has a calm, collected schedule, is showing up in exactly the way that they want to, and their house looks perfect. It usually is they don't understand why something around them is still contributing to the fact that they don't feel good about themselves, or that they're chaotic, or they're frenetic, or they can't get anything done on time, or they don't understand what their priorities are. And while it's not about clutter, it is about clutter. Like Sherri-Lee got it. And so if you have head clutter, you usually have stuff clutter. If you have stuff clutter, usually you have head clutter. Like it's the same. It's the same Z, you know?
Right.
So, right. And
I just had a huge aha there.
yeah. All right.
Thank you for that. I'm getting so clear in my head about so many things personally that makes sense, that I then look around and go, let's get rid of all this junk that doesn't serve me anymore.
Yeah, you were just talking about that.
Right? I know. I was like, holy smokes, your question helped me. Thank you, Rose.
Well, and it's everybody here, right? I know
Yeah.
Rose helps people unclutter closets. Like it's okay to get rid of your college sweatshirt. It's okay. Like it's okay, you know, and the energy that you create when you've put a lot of things in stuff or piles or whatever is directly going to come over into what you are succeeding at or not succeeding at. I'm sure Linnea talks about that, right? Like everybody that you've curated in this group, because I've been snooping at everybody's gifts, really there's this underlying nugget of, if you want to rise up, if you want to be better, it starts with one, figuring out how you want to do that, how it needs to look like for you, and then constructing your reality to make that happen.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Thank you for asking that question, Rose. Anybody else have another question before we part ways? All good? Okay, I just threw that at everybody. They weren't expecting that. So anyways, thank you so much to all of you for being part of this. This is the first time I've hosted an event like this, and I could not be happier with how this went, and you amazing women that joined me in this. It is so exciting. We've had a ton of people sign up. They're going to continue to sign up, and they're going to continue to claim your gifts. So I welcome everybody into your communities, and you know, you're going to be changing people's lives, and that's really what this is all about. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for all of you who are watching on my page and in the Facebook group. We're going to also put this out. We're going to do what Jessica suggests and repurpose this thing out. It's going to be out on Instagram. It's going to be out on YouTube. We're going to do all the things with it. Thank you so much, everyone. And, you know, just keep rising up, keep asking what's next, and just keep charging towards the happiness in your life. All right. Thanks, everyone.